Now, tell me how you managed to go out to California. I mean, here you're a native Detroiter. You went to Canada to go through the treatment in Windsor, and then you decided to go to California. Why? Why didn't you just start here?
Oh, basically everything that happens in California seems to like take off across the country. And I believe that just like people learn to smoke, they have to learn to learn how to quit smoking, and learn the whole process. And this is done through marketing. Just like in the 1930s, a marketing genius taught people that it was cool to smoke. I want to teach people it's not cool to smoke. And how do you do that? You start with Hollywood, and Hollywood can help it take off throughout the country.
Is that right?
So we're treating a lot of celebrities.
Can you name any of them?
I'd rather not.
Okay, but they come in because you've done marketing.
Yes.
So there's a big ad in the local newspaper or something about laser treatment?
I do radio ads with Howard Stern and Danny Bonaducci.
With Howard Stern?
Yes.
Okay.
To bring the awareness.
That's true. Yeah. How did you like working with him?
Well, I'm working with the station right now, so we do a combination of ads.
Oh, you work with the same station that he's on?
You're right.
The
so we're doing ads here in Detroit with Howard Stern as well as out in California.
What happens when you deal with celebrities? Do any of them ever say, you can use my name?
It hasn't happened yet.
Not yet.
And we haven't tried to go down that avenue. I don't want to exploit them because it's a sensitive subject. You know?
Okay.
Certain people are very sensitive about their nicotine addiction.
Right.
It's a very personal experience coming into the office. It's very tranquil, it's very relaxing, and we didn't really want to exploit anybody and their addiction.
So it's like going to a psychologist's office. You want to make sure nobody sees you going in the door.
Yeah, absolutely. And some people, they don't mind. They'll come and book appointments, maybe at 2, 3 in the afternoon when we're relatively busy. And then there's other people that want to come in maybe early morning or late at night.
No, we haven't had anyone that's too embarrassed about coming in to be treated. Now, I mean, these are A-list celebrities are walking in, and then people are like, "Is that so and so?" So I don't think it's necessary. We're getting that many people off smoking. Word of mouth is becoming so big that we really haven't needed to go that route.
Thank you for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. We are here talking about addiction and how to get rid of it. My guests are Craig Nabat and Karen Stewart from Freedom Laser Therapy. And we're just discussing, how this is done and how much it costs also. Now, does this work with hard drug addiction? I mean, the process?
It's effective for hard drugs, for their narcotic addiction.
Okay, but that's got to be harder, isn't it?
Well, there's more psychological aspects involved. There's detoxifying the body, but just like with nicotine addiction, you have to go through a process to detoxify the body, and with hard drugs, the same thing. Problem is, a lot of people are chasing the high for hard drugs. So basically, the laser gives you a euphoric high, and it's a temporary sensation that lasts about 3 to 5 days. So it would be multiple treatments to help someone with chronic drug addiction.
Chronic drug addiction. Have any hospitals endorsed this or anything?
Not in the United States that I know of.
Not in the United States. I wonder why. Go ahead, Karen.
I'm sorry. We do have several physicians that are referring business to us. They'll ask their clients to come in and quit their nicotine addiction. Several dentists, plastic surgeons, we have a couple other practitioners that are referring business to us.
Okay, no psychiatrists?
Actually, yeah. I'm sorry, yeah, a couple psychiatrists
are
interested, and a couple psychologists that I know are also interested in the treatment.
Yeah, because psychiatry isn't enough if it's an addiction.
Right.
It goes on and on and on. Yeah, it's a real problem. I know that even with acupuncture, certain ailments can be taken care of right away and others take several treatments.
Right.
That's why I'm so surprised that with one treatment you can cure, well, maybe cure isn't the right word for nicotine addiction, is it? Is there a better word? End the addiction.
Permanently end.
Cure it.
And that's part of our process. Is not only it's the laser, we're helping with the psychological aspects of the addiction, and then there's the psychological aspects of the addiction. We're watching a video. The physical aspects, we're using the laser to bring up the endorphin production, helping them through the withdrawal process, and then detoxifying the body with vitamins. So it's a 3-faceted program.
Tell me about endorphins, because I've heard you talk about this now several times. You've mentioned it. as a total ignoramus. Tell me, what does that mean?
The pleasure sensors in the body. Basically, you get endorphin rushes from sex, from food, from chocolate, as you were talking about. It's your feel-good neurochemicals, basically.
Oh, do they sell them? Can they be injected into you?
I don't know so much about injecting, but you get it from weightlifting. You get it, people talk about a runner's high.
And I've heard of that.
That's about the closest. It's like you get a runner's high, in a sense.
Well, I don't run, but I walk, and I've never had a high from that. I think maybe I'm just not going far enough or fast enough. That's probably what does it.
866-GO-FREEDOM.
866-GO-FREEDOM. I like the name Freedom, because that's a kind of a life belt out in the middle of the ocean, isn't it, for people? Do you find that people come in and they're just at their wits' end worrying about it?
Some people do, absolutely. And then we also have the other clients that are really happy and they're excited to quit. So we have two ends of the spectrum. We have the people that are very worried about their addiction. What are they going to do now? How are they going to feel tomorrow? And then we have the people that are really excited.
Tell me something about your own background.
My own background. I'm an entrepreneur, and I brought this technology to the United States. I'm also in the manufacturing marketing business, and I was going to do marketing for one of the pioneers of this technology. And I thought it was so great, it got me off smoking. I'm like, not only are you sitting on the most amazing technology in the world, because I hadn't smoked for 7 years, and all of a sudden I smoked one cigarette on a business trip in Hong Kong, and I'm so hooked when I went back, and this got me off smoking. So as far as my background, I want to be somebody who helps people worldwide, not nationwide, worldwide, get off smoking.
Were you in, I mean, you're obviously not 18, so were you in another career before that?
Yes, I still have another business, a manufacturing and marketing company. We
manufacturing
small electronics. I invented a product called Find It. Helps you find your keys, your remote control. Where you clap 3 times, the product beeps back.
Now, you mentioned just a few minutes ago, you mentioned Hong Kong. Why were you out in Hong Kong?
So we make all these small electronics. All electronic products make your life easier. So that's my business partner. And
I'll tell you, having been in Asia, if you take Freedom Laser Therapy over there, it's like diving into a chocolate vat. Because I've never seen so many smokers in both Japan and China.
It's an epidemic there.
It is an epidemic. Of course, the question then becomes, how easy is it to get a business in there?
We can do it.
You can do it?
Yeah, we plan on it.
Well, I mean, how hard was it to do it in the United States? Do you just go ahead and open up?
It wasn't easy. Yeah, no,
it wasn't
easy. It was 16-hour days for the first 6 months.
Thank you for rejoining us, ladies and gentlemen. I'm with Craig Nabat and Karen Stewart, and we're talking about addiction and this special laser process. Now, you have a website, right?
Yes, freedomlasertherapy.com.
Okay, now if I go to the website, what am I going to see?
You can actually watch videos online. We were profiled by about 65 news organizations around the country. Also, there's informational videos that you can watch. They'll tell you about the entire procedure. You can see the inside of the office, and we have a state-of-the-art facility, and you'll be able to see that in there.
Oh, that's wonderful. It's actually a video that they can watch.
Yes.
So that if they're nervous about going, this will make them a little more, this will make your clients a little more comfortable. Give me that again, www.
freedomlasertherapy.com.
freedomlasertherapy.com.